Hi, I'm Nicole. Welcome to Special Angel Art Dolls, where the babies are fake, but the love is real. Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here today with my sweet little Miss Oona Bug, or maybe I should say Oona Bunny, because we are here to do Renee's Reborn's tag, Love for the World. So little Miss Oona is wearing this brilliantly pink fuzzy bunny sleeper, and she has little bunnies on her feet, and then on the front it says love, and it has two little bunnies with a heart between them, and they're kissing each other. They're giving each other little kisses, and I think it's a super sweet sleeper, and she barely fits it. I really thought after I changed her body that she was definitely going to be more of a solid newborn size, but this is Carter's, I think, from several years ago, and so the sizing on clothes has changed since then, and they used to run a little smaller than they do now, and she is bursting out of this thing. But it still works. Fortunately, she could still get into it so that she could wear it for this video. And so when Renee started this tag, she spoke about not being sure if she wanted to continue to make videos in the midst of everything that's going on in the world. And I want to address that. But before I get into that, I just want to take a minute to tell you guys what's happening with me. I know that a lot of you know that something is, and some of you know what it is. But the time has come to share that information more publicly, because it does mean that some big changes are coming. And I really don't know fully what the impact of those changes on my channel will be. I know that I will be here as often as I can. I have no intention of leaving or whatever, but there are some big changes coming, so I thought I would go ahead and fill you guys in. So my husband and I are preparing to separate with the intention that it will be a permanent separation. A lot of things went into that decision, and none of them have to do with YouTube or the dolls or anybody or anything like that. None of those things had any bearing on what's happening with us. But I'm not going to go into those kinds of details on such a public platform. But we are separating. So he works here in this area, and I have not been able to get a job in this area. So I'm going to be moving in about 6 days from the time of this video. I'm going to be moving about 2 hours away to stay with my parents for a little while I get on my feet. I will be going to a new job. It will be my first ever full-time job. Really my first real job ever. And I'm going to be 32 this year. So that's pretty crazy, you know, but a lot of things go into that too. Among them, a really, really high unemployment rate for disabled in general and for blind people in particular. But yeah, I'm actually really excited about that. I'm excited that I will be going to a job. That process is already underway. I will have an interview about a week and a half after I move. So that's super exciting. And I don't know what exactly I'll be doing yet, but I will keep you guys posted. I know that it will be one of two things, but I will fill you guys in as I know more. So my schedule is going to change a lot. I'm going to have a full-time work schedule. And let's see, what else do I need to let you guys know about? I have had a baby who is leaving my nursery. Aiden is going to be leaving. He's going to be headed for a new home and a new mommy who is a dear friend. And I'm really, really excited that she's going to have him. I'm super excited about that. So I have already packed his box because I'm trying to get the packing done as quickly as possible. It's overwhelming. I have boxes of just everything all over the place, and I hate moving, you guys. But yeah, so that's happening. So that is because he has really, really strong associations with some really happy times that for this time make me sad to think about. And some things that I really wanted to see made better and that were never ever made better and maybe can't be made better, or maybe I'm the wrong person to help. You know, sometimes you can't change things. You might want to, but you can't. And so he reminds me of just a lot of that stuff. And I was to the point where when I held him, I would cry. And I've been crying a lot anyway. I mean, let's be realistic. Anytime you go through something like this, there's a lot of sadness. Fortunately, there's no anger, no bitterness, no fighting, no yelling, no screaming, no crazy of any kind, no violence of any kind. And I feel very fortunate because my husband and I are still really, really, really good friends. And we've always been really good friends. Whatever else we were or were not, we've always been really good friends for as long as we've known each other, which is like 13 years. So I'm really glad of that. Ironically, my baby, who is my husband's and my shared baby, Talila, my little Vulcan, she does not give me the same kind of emotions that Aiden did. And so she is staying with me, and I will be, you know, my husband and I will see each other when possible so that I can see Delaney, our dog. She's his guide dog. So she has to stay with him, but we will see each other when we can so I can still be part of her life. And I imagine that on some of those visits, I'll probably bring Talila so that he can still see her. So yeah, that's happening. That is what's going on with me. And that makes my nursery an all-girl nursery. So I have kind of embraced that by buying some cute things that I will be showing you in an upcoming little mini haul. And here's one of them that Oona is resting on. It's a muslin blanket. I got a 3-pack of these, and they're all in different pinks. And I believe this one is the printed one because I can feel the print in the fabric. So one of them came with a floral print and the other two were solid. And I thought that would be a nice, beautiful backdrop for her bunny sleeper. So yeah, so that's the life update that I have been kind of sitting on and unable to make until now. And that kind of leads me into talking about what Renee was saying in her video about feeling guilty for enjoying something that is obviously, you know, a luxury when things are terribly wrong all around us. So I think that this is a more common feeling than people want to admit because, oh my goodness, in the past few years, as a globe, we have had just so many terrible things and witnessed terrible things happening so much that we can't process all of it. And so we bury ourselves in whatever we can find to relieve some of that pressure. And that's okay. It's okay not to be able to process everything that's happening. It's okay not to be able to physically or mentally or emotionally take on the whole world's pain, because we weren't designed to do that. We were designed to care and to love, but we weren't designed to be connected to the whole entire world the way that we have been through social media and through the news. And that's not a reason not to care, but it is a reason maybe to allow ourselves to take a step back and kind of gain some perspective. And, you know, I have experienced some of this guilt as well during the past couple of months as my life has slowly and then very quickly unraveled. And I have had the thought, why am I playing with dolls when this awful thing is going on? Shouldn't I be doing something to try to fix it all the time? Well, I can't fix it. I can't. I have tried. I've tried really, really hard to fix it. And I just can't. And so I've come to ask myself, okay, does me doing this thing that I enjoy actually make things worse? Does my stopping doing it make them better? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is no to both of those questions. And so if the answer is no, then I don't need to carry this unnecessary guilt. I already have a big problem with carrying a lot of unnecessary guilt. So I don't want to add and just pile it on for things that I don't have to. And so for those of you who are feeling weighed down by things right now, by the war in Ukraine, by the pandemic, by anything in your own life, and you feel guilt for those things or guilt for enjoying things because other things aren't okay, I would encourage you to ask yourself that and really think about the answer. And I'm not by any means encouraging anyone to ignore what's happening and to not care, but I am encouraging some perspective. So God is still on the throne. He still knows what's happening, even though it looks like the world is in complete chaos. He's still on the throne. He's still in control. So I hope that helped someone. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being here. Thank you to those of you who will stick with me even when I'm not here as often as I need to be, even if I need to take long breaks to adjust to my new life. Because this one current move and switching to a new job, or rather my first job, those are only steps in a longer transition. I mean, ultimately, I want to have my own place and, all that. So thank you all so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed seeing my sweet little Oona. And during the time that I am in real life packing up and moving, you will probably see at least a few more videos that I'm going to film right now ahead of time so that I will have them to post during this active transitional period. So take care, everyone. God bless you. Bye.
Thanks for being here. Remember, everyone has the power to be someone's angel. Be the kindness you want to see.